Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, doing good, man. Doing good. Yeah, what about you? What's that? What? Quit YouTube? What do you mean quit YouTube? Oh, what? What do you mean? It's only been a couple weeks. Like, nah. What do you mean? It hasn't been that bad. Wait, they're saying stuff online? Yeah, surely it's all good stuff, man. Surely. Whoa! They're saying what? Damn, we can't have that, man. Yeah, definitely time. Yeah, I'm making a video. In today's video, we are at Sydney Drag Race. That was nuts. I've been wondering why I haven't been filming in so long, why I haven't uploaded so long. Not only was the video of it running and everything was that awesome and everything, but you know who wasn't a massive fan of it. But as soon as we finished that anyways, the car headed up to Sydney and it was getting work done to it anyways. So I didn't really have the car to film anyways. But with everything looking mint, pretty much been cutting and polishing, so you can't really see it's a little bit dusty and dirty. But I've been doing this door, you can see I gotta do around that handle a bit better. I did the old pool noodle trick so that I can get the bumper actually sitting up where it needs to. But yeah, just trying to get the car more and more ready, I guess you'd say. But it's almost there. Almost there. So pretty much, what else have I done? Back here, still got to build the shell, but we've got our breather set up. So it's pretty much just a hose that comes around here. It'll be covered by trim, but then it goes up through this trim, through there, and then it comes through into that. So I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, in that, the hose comes facing this way. So the vapor will build up in here, but then come out there. So yeah, so that it can vent and breathe out the top of the car, because I didn't obviously want it anywhere down near where there could be fire or anything. But yeah, pretty much just got to build the shell left. Oh, I didn't show you the blower belt guard. Yeah, we got these wicked bad boys machined up so that we can get this. Like, I was going to attempt to do them myself, or try and figure out which ones to get from Rocket, but it was really freaking hard. So I measured these up, and then Shane from Fabrication HQ smashed these out, and they look freaking awesome. And now you can, like, I'm literally moving the car by this. So pretty much everything that we need scrutineering wise. The lights need to get finished off. I've run seam sealer around pretty much everything. So now there's like, it's fireproof, smoke proof, everything like that. Yeah, I don't think there's much more in the engine bay really. The style of bolt that we had on that pump, you can see that it's starting to wear it down just here. We'll see how long that lasts, but hopefully it doesn't destroy a belt. Under load, once the tensioner comes in, which is as soon as it's idling on or anything, it's pretty much coming off it, but that's where it hits it, just there. You can see we ground off a tiny bit of the bolt. You can also see rubber on the alternator from where it was hitting. But it should, fingers crossed, be okay. I will change this to a black cable tie. I was just doing it to test it, and the testing it did work so that we can get the bonnet on the car. Actually, I'll get that and put that on there now because I can show you the fitment too. So with the bonnet on now, you can see that the fitment, like, it is a little bit off here, but I remember on the last, like on the old wagon, it was kind of like that too. But especially when you come to the front now, look at the fitment along this line just here. It's so much better because it was actually really bad the way that it used to be. But I obviously, with putting pool noodles, there's a pool noodle behind there and behind there on the crash bar, pushes it out, holds it up, makes it a lot more stout. That's still a little bit of flex, but yeah, it just makes it a lot more structural. And yeah, it just really gets that fitment. Oh, look at the like the bonnet gap and everything. It looks freaking perfect now. It's been a while since we've seen it with the bonnet on. Literally, like, when it first went to Easy Life was the last time that we saw it with the bonnet on. So no fuel lines, no nothing. But yeah, that's I put that cable tie there so that we didn't have to trim the bonnet more, because it doesn't kink the fuel lines or anything that go under. but we can make it so the bonnet goes on, and then this kind of just, like that dangles, it's not the end of the world. It's all good and fine, and it looks freaking legit as hell. But also, like, I think I like it better with the bonnet off. What do you guys reckon? Do you guys like it better with bonnet on or bonnet off? I like it better with bonnet off. Just makes the engine look bigger. Oh, bonnet on makes the engine look smaller, if that makes sense. Alright, so we're sending off a lot of the picnic power packs today. Also a couple pairs of sunnies. So pretty much if you'd ordered a picnic power pack in the last couple of days, by now it is already on its way to you. And we are going through these pretty quick. So if you want to get one of these, which is the sticker on the front windscreen of the wagon, so it's gold flake on the back, black on the top, with it also has gold flake. You can't buy these. The only way you can get these is through the picnic power pack. So you get a hat, you get sunnies, you get a jet tag, you get sticker, and then you will get one of these if you are in time. Pretty much first in, what's the saying? First in, best dressed, whatever it's called. Yeah, if you get in quick enough, you can get yourself one of these. So jump onto the website, link in description down below. Gonna go send these off, and then we'll go work on clickbait. And you see all these beautiful yellow packaging that we've now got to be sending orders off with. Indy got onto these, 100% compostable, zero waste bags. So one thing that she really wanted to try and accomplish was that while we're smashing tires and not theoretically, we are hurting the ozone layer, she wanted to figure out a way to be able to give back to the community. So it is one very tiny small thing, and of course you'd need probably 1 million of these bags to kind of offset blowing one set of tires, but every little bit counts. So we can thank Indy for these awesome packages. She's the one that went out of her way to find these and get these. And yeah, so one closer step to being zero emissions with at least our merch side, so that while we're smashing tires and harming, I guess you'd say harming the environment, we can attempt to try and give back in one way or another. So it is only a small chip now, but she was actually thinking too, she's looking into, like, when we do shirts and everything from now on, that we will start to look at a more greener friendly option. Still AS color and everything. A little bit more for us to make them, but we obviously won't charge you guys more for them. So no price difference to you, and it just kind of helps out with the environment a little bit, because with methanol and tires and everything, it's not the best. So like I said, find any kind of chance we can to give back a little bit. Alrighty, so pretty much what I'm doing today is, as you can see by that high level of gloss, I'm going around and ceramic coating everything. So you can see that the bonnet actually looks super good. Look at the reflection of the injector hat in it. Like, I'm super proud of where that's come from and where it's come from and how it looks now. Yeah, it's all looking friggin' pretty dope. Pretty nice. So I've still got to do the entire driver's side because I've only really done this side of the car. But yeah, I ceramic coated the injector hat, ceramic coated some of the blower. Just because, like, when it builds up with condensation and like fogs over with ice and stuff like that, like, it then is obviously wet, and if it's dusty or anything like that, clings to it, makes it dirty, just gonna make it pretty much wipe off. And then I've just purchased another bottle of bead maker, because that works perfect on top of ceramic coats. It aids them, works with them, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, pretty much entire side done here. Just about to ceramic coat this side, this door, and then this entire side's done. Then I can start going on the other side, but I'm not looking forward to that because I got to wet sand it and everything still. And that's a big process. And the roof as well. The roof is really bad. I really wanted to wrap the roof because it'd just be so much easier to wrap it and forget about it. But I literally just don't think we'll be able to do it. Like, we won't have the time to do it, kind of thing. Well, not the time, the money, sorry. Because yeah, that'd probably be another $300, which right now I can't exactly afford, because we're looking at things like we need oil, we need tires, I've got meth, but yeah, the car is just an entire consumable. It pretty much, it takes everything and doesn't give you anything back. So it's very expensive, as you can imagine, but it's getting there, and we should be ready to party at Powercruise and have fun. Oh, how good does that look like, especially like back there? Like, you guys remember how bad that was. Slowly coming up frickin' mint. And now that it's ceramic coated and everything and a bit of bead maker, it should come up looking so juicy. Oh, alrighty, I'm gonna get back into working my ass off. Actually, one thing I'm going to show you is, I know I showed you all how I've got the windows working and everything, but one massive thing, of course I'm missing one trim piece as I go to show you the trim and interior. But look at this, looking sick, it's all coming up and everything is mint now. So I've actually got the doors on now. So if someone's getting in and rips on the door, it's actually going to close the door, not rip the door skin off. Yeah, getting all the trim. So obviously I just need this trim piece left, but other than that, the interior is actually like all together and all looking nice. The steering column, but I don't really care about that. I've got that trim ring. I had to cut it so that it'd go around, but that's stuck on there now. Looks really nice around the shifter. Everything's just like really presentable now. It used to look really, like it was all in shambles, heaps of mix and match parts. But now, like, especially if I don't show you where the rusty part is just here, because I haven't put that trim piece on yet. Yeah, look how good that looks. Like, that looks freaking mint. I'm super happy with that. Alrighty, now I'll actually get onto it. Oh, and I still need to freaking sort that out. But door skin on, seats in, seat belts bolted down, door skins on that side, windows work. So now we do have to like use a battery pretty much to put all the windows down, but at least now the windows go down. So when we cruise, we're gonna have this down, and yeah, so everyone can have fun instead of only having one window that's controllable. All right, okay, now I'm gonna get on to finishing off this door. All right, so I am using the Autoglim UHD as the ceramic coating that I'm using for the car. Mainly because it's easily accessible. I don't wanna have to worry about freaking waiting for one to get shipped here or something. But so far, it's shown to be pretty good. I did a couple layers in the back for tire slap. I've gone over the injector head a couple times. I also went over the vinyl wrap that's like where this is all sparkly. You can even see on camera how it just looks a little bit more glassy, a little bit more sparkly, a little bit nice. And then like I did even over the blower and stuff, so you can see that it's a little bit more reflective, just because it adds another protecting layer. So hang on, I need to use two hands to get this off. But pretty much we're the applicator pad that they supply. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's way too much, but I'm doing it one-handed, so it's as good as I can do. Yeah, so this is heaps. So I'll probably, like, I don't know, redo the hat or something because there's so much on this. But literally just across. You just want to cover all surfaces. And you want to do in a crossing pattern, so you want to make sure that you overlap. You get every single part. And once you've done the whole door, then you go up and down. Obviously, like I was saying, cross-hatching. Get every part of it. Now you pretty much just wait to let it flash off, which is a couple minutes. And then with the cloths, because they give you two cloths, that's for the prep. That's for buffing off the excess of this. And then it comes out mint. So I think just because I've got that extra, I'm gonna add a second coat on here. Just because I can. You know what, just because I'm here, and there was a lot on there. Like literally that was so much, that was way too much. Just because I can, I'm gonna do another one on the bonnet just here. Now, you don't have to like layer it up. There's really no major point. But yeah, there was so much on there, it's wasted if I'm not using it, so. Alrighty, now you just wait a couple minutes for it to flash off, and then you wipe it off. Alrighty, so now I've got all of the trim in. So I'm not doing a headliner just yet because I'm so lanky and tall that, like, obviously with a helmet, my head would hit the headliner. This takes away that extra space so it fits. But I've got the trim in there, all the trim down the bottom, all the trim in up here, down the bottom. So it actually looks really nice. I broke the clips when putting this in. So I've got a bit of epoxy, just like kind of setting on them right now so the clips sit there. But yeah, then once that's in, they're all looking nice. Shame that that's broken, but that's from the crash. There is a bunch of these pieces were broken, but that's all from the crash and everything. I'm glad they kind of just sit there nicely. And then one thing that I was a little bit worried about because I didn't actually have a painted one is this handle's blue, but this is an original handle off the original wagon. And that's the actual color that it was, kind of thing. Fun little tip, if you remember, the shell that we got donated was the same color, so that was pretty cool. But I'm gonna take this off, and I was gonna keep this on there for nostalgic purposes because it's the same as the old one, like the same as the old wagon, but I found a bit of old wrap from the old wagon, so it's very different, but it's better than blue. And I want to do it on purpose, so it's like nostalgic value to show the old wagon kind of thing, the old color. So I'm going to wrap an old handle that is still in the old color in the old vinyl, just for nostalgic purposes. So I'll snap that on there now. All right, so boys at Bob Jane sorting us out. We've got a couple extra sets of tires to blow off on clickbait. But again, these ones are 16, so we've got to be careful because unless we raise the rear end, we're dropping onto the lower control arms if we blow these. So 2 more sets of tires to blow off, and then I think we're going to head over to Easy Life now and pick up some methanol. So we've got our 400 litres of methanol picked up from Easy Life. We did use this one little rope that we thought would maybe do it, but we got 30 seconds down the road and we're like, no, let's stop in and get a ratchet strap. So strap these bad boys on, plus we need to strap them down nice and strong for a trip up to Sydney as well. So nice. 400 litres of methanol. All right, that's better. That should hold, and then we'll keep the trusty rope there too. But yep, shake the whole car. And the official, that's not going anywhere, mate. So now legally it can't, so should be good. Alrighty, so final day that I can work on the car, and I guess you're wondering what the hell those two things are. So let's come around the front. If you come in from here, you got one just there, one just there. Perfectly just tech screwed into the roof there because it works awesome. These are super freaking sturdy. Now I'll show you what I'm doing with them. This right here will be our removable firewall. So you can see that it is cut into shape and it'll sit up there perfectly. Now I'm gonna do a bit of heating, bend it into shape so that it's perfectly fit in there. So I pretty much just made a template out of some card and just cut it to make it fit. So now I will stick it back there. I've already test fit it, fits awesome. So I'll stick that up there now, and then I'll use the heat gun to make it so that it's malleable and movable and bendable, so I can bend it into shape perfectly. So in order to do that, I've got to remove the film because you don't want the plastic film to melt to the plexiglass. Which sucks because ideally you want to leave that on until the absolute last second till everything's done, so that you can be sure that you're not going to scratch it, because it's really hard to get scratches out of plexiglass. So whack this up there now. Then once we got that, we've completely sealed the cabin off from the fuel cell in the back, and obviously it'll be removable. So chuck it in there now and I'll show you what I mean. So now I can still see out the back. It doesn't really get in the way. It doesn't get in the way super obtrusively. But now there's this entire thing here. Now you can see this bend that it doesn't go to at the moment. Just gonna heat along this top side, just push, bend it into shape. And then it should seal nicely along the top just here. And then I'll put riv nut just there, riv nut just there, so that it actually kind of like holds in there and bolts in. There we go.
Hi.
I'm filming and I'm going to use that.
Oh. Where is it?
In here with me.
I don't know where from.
There you can see that it curves up, curves with it, seals across there. I put a foam insulator along there, down these strips too, so it doesn't rattle or anything when you're driving. It completely covers down behind the seats to the roof. Oh. See you, bro. So after 3 hours, well, it feels like over 3 hours, finally got the bitch on the trailer. Look, had to take the big wheels off. Look how freaking close. The rears, even with these stockies, steel touch. Oh well. I am happy that the bitch is going. because that sucked. Ah, see you in Powercruise, baby.